All right, hi everyone, and good afternoon. So it's just past midday. What I'm going to do here is a watch list. So this is what I'll be looking at for next week. Now I don't trade Mondays, so it's sort of like after Tuesday Asian session, where I'll really be looking for an entry. So tomorrow I've got Connor from the Tassie Trader, and he'll be going over what he's looking for and how his week's been, things like that. So we'll be doing that podcast tomorrow, and he'll be giving his insights into what he's looking at trading and things like that. So we both really, he actually trades strictly sort of the daily for the entries. I'd actually go down as low as the hourly, so I am dabbling in that. Um, but anyway, let's get into the watch list of the Aussie Yen. All right, so the Aussie Yen on the daily is actually a little less exciting than I thought, but this is, look, it's interesting. If we go to the line chart, you can sort of see that it has interacted with this level before. Um, Pretty much bang on. I mean, the low there is 56, so it's not quite there. So there is a little bit of resistance to deal with. You've just got to sort of consider. We'll put it back on the candles. Now the fire. I'm just going to sip this. I'm drinking Hunt and Brew, not sponsored, but great, like cold brew type coffee, quite strong too. Not sweet. It's not sweet. So people who don't like the beverages, like the coffee drink sweet, then I would strongly recommend. It's about 160 milligrams of caffeine too. So it's pretty strong. I mean, it's not like super strong, but it's not bad. So on the 4 hour, it's quite subdued. Like when I'm talking about a buy trade here, let me get the 55-day moving average up as well. Check out that video next to I like the Mad Forex trading. Does some good videos. What he's bad, it looks like, is he's been experimenting, which is great. On a demo account, that's what you want to do. You want to trial and test things, and you really need to treat trading like a science. You don't want to be going in emotional and reckless, and because it's a lot of people do that. That's why there's so many people losing money. All right, yeah. So Aussie, if we go down the hourly, it's had a bit of a pullback there as well. So it has been moving, broken out from these recent spikes. So it's closed to pretty much bang on. So I'll be looking to buy this potentially next week. And now the pound as well. Okay, so it's a little more choppy. Now I've been actually talking about this for a little while, and I didn't get in. So it's a point of interest to me because it has been moving higher and it is in an upward trend. The main disclaimer here though is obviously the Brexit situation. So they got to the 29th of March to leave the EU. British Parliament don't want to take the current deal, but the EU don't want to renegotiate. So what's going to happen is it's going to get a little bit wild. So, and it's so unpredictable with these headlines that just come out. This person says something, this EU person says something. So, if I was to take this trade, I'd have no expectations. But look, I mean, if it keeps getting strong, I'm going to buy it. Like I just have to. I can't really. Like, am I back testing? I know the news when I'm testing. Like it could be back 2010 on the pound or whatever. I'm not sure. So if technically it's good and it's a buy, I'm going to go and take it and just try my very best to be detached. And I'm working on brain training to help me with that and relaxing. And I do lucid dreaming and things like that. I can make a whole video on that. It's really helped. I'm especially bad once it's in like quite good profit and I'm at break even. I really have to let them run, and it's hard. It is, and that's a big issue for me. So especially on the bigger account like the Oanda account. I mean, it's not, it's a little bit more, it's like $4,000 or whatever, but that's what I'm sort of finding is a bit of an issue for me. All right, so we've done that. Look, in the previous video, I talked about what the US dollar is doing. Let's just see what it's sort of. So it's pretty neutral. Like it's not weak, it's not strong. USD CAD. this is a reversal. So I'd actually look to short this as well. This is a potential short, most definitely. Like, in regards to a reversal, what I look for was that, I mean, really selling right into there would have been really good, to be fair, when it has that run up. I don't like to sell right at the top, though. I don't actually like to do that. I like to see some sort of weakness, and then I will get in there. So that's how I sort of approach the reversal trades. Not a huge preference there, but when the 55 is turned, to me, from an intraday sort of perspective, there's enough there. There's enough. The weights moved enough to the short side from what it was when it was running up. So that's my take. So USD CAD, actually, I'll throw that in there as a potential sell. And I think I'm going to finish the video. I've got a few things to do, guys, but thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. Look up backtesting, Forex backtesting. I've got a link in the description if you want to. Like, what do you do on the weekend if you're learning to trade? Learn a backtest, learn a system. Don't just trade live capital. I see that as like an overwhelming theme with developing traders, and they don't actually understand how to risk 1 or 2%. Like, they're so confused, and they're actually risking real money. So that's why trading is so dangerous, because they let you just be like, whatever, you can use margin. It's crazy. So be very careful, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Bye for now.